Good afternoon, HoboNation. Welcome to Sunburn City. It's the HWA House Show, Season 1, Episode 28. The first house show after Bash at the Beach. Our very first pay-per-view was live this past Saturday, the WrestleMania, if you will. We got a great card coming up for you. We're going to talk a little bit about all of the repercussions pertaining to Bash at the Beach. Our pay-per-view was full of upsets. Ups, downs, lefts, rights, all kinds of hype. But we're going to keep the action moving quick and fast, because quick and fast don't mean the same thing. Up first, we got Dolph Ziggler versus Nightmare X. Let's keep the action moving. All right, and we're going to start off quick. Dolph Ziggler, the collar and elbow tie up here with Nightmare X, a nice standing headlock. Now, Dolph Ziggler had a big match this past weekend at our first ever pay-per-view Bash at the Beach. He faced off against Jushin Thunder Liger, and he picked up a big W against the high-flying man from Japan, did the Ziggs, and Nightmare X now throwing Ziggler around hard with that slingshot wrist lock. He's going up top is Nightmare X. Ziggler looks a little slow and sluggish. It was a very intense match this past weekend at Bash at the Beach, and Ziggler did great for himself. And look, blocking that Hurricane Rana. He's blocked Nightmare X's Hurricane Rana and plopping him face first down onto the top turnbuckle. Ziggs hyped up and definitely full of motivation now that he knows who his opponent possibly will be for the Intercontinental Championship. That's right, our champion, Rip Nichols, retaining his title against the high-flying aerial assassin Will Ospreay this past Saturday at Bash at the Beach. And Ziggler, by defeating Jushin Liger at the same pay-per-view, is now the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title. Congratulations to Dolph Ziggler there. And Nightmare X, feeling the wrath of the Ziggs, man. He's been hyped and pumped and non-stop talking since he beat Jushin Liger. I didn't think anybody could show off anymore, but the show-off always proving us wrong here. And look at Nightmare X. Ooh, a standing Spanish fly. What athleticism and strength from Nightmare X. And a loss here will definitely not do Ziggler any good, and a jawbreaker. Wow, I'm still shocked we just saw a standing Spanish fly by Nightmare X. The luchador really coming through with some big high-risk moves. And he's been making waves here in the HWA since making his debut as Nightmare X. And now he's got Ziggler on the defensive with a hard Irish whip. Oh, and a standing super kick. Holy shiitake mushrooms. What's going on? What's going on? What's Bobby Roode doing? What's Bobby Roode doing? Oh, and Ziggler coming up with a crucifix pinning combo. Oh, and he almost got Nightmare X. What is Bobby Roode doing out here? And Ziggler now, that distraction, he's been able to take advantage of Nightmare X thanks to Bobby Roode. And I think Bobby Roode came out here with the intention of assisting Dolph Ziggler. I don't know what's going on with that, HoboNation. And Nightmare X, ever since that distraction by the Glorious One, not been able to mount any offense. A short man DDT by Dolph Ziggler. Wow, taking advantage of that distraction by Bobby Roode. And now Nightmare X. Oh, what's he going to do here? Oh my gosh, what a move. A nice back body drop on Ziggler by Nightmare X. And the Ziggs in a bad way. And a snap suplex. Oh, he's going for, what's he going for here? Another snap suplex. And he reminds me of the Three Amigos here. We know that Nightmare X, a big fan of Eddie Guerrero. And he hits that third standing vertical suplex, and Nightmare X now rocking the Ziggs. And Ziggler coming back with a hard shot. I'm still a little miffed and baffled as to why the Glorious One came out here and interrupted this great opening bout here. And a side back body drop by Ziggler, hopping up to his feet. Great athleticism. Dolph Ziggler, highly underrated here in the HWA, and I'm just really glad. A zigzag! He hit X with a zigzag. Is that enough? I'm really glad that he was able to take out Jushin Liger, but will he be able to take out Nightmare X? And X kicks out at 2. That Nightmare X, man, he is something else. That zigzag did not stop Nightmare X. And what's Ziggler going to do here? A leg drop to the leg, trying to take some of the weapons away of the high flyer. But he's got power aside from high flying skills, Ziggler. And you got to be careful with Nightmare X, man. He's popping him up on the shoulder and draping him across the top rope. Nice aggression here by Dolph Ziggler. Hard elbow drop by the show off. There he is, a little showboating. Honky. Going for a cover here is the Ziggs. Will he get him? Nope. After that showboat, you may have gotten a 3 honky if you would have pinned him, but you didn't. You showed off instead. Dolph Ziggler wanting to challenge Rip Nichols for that Intercontinental Championship. You know, that was a very short match. Nichols came out of the gate at Bash at the Beach and just used his power to literally assault Will Ospreay and was able to defeat Will Ospreay with just sheer power in a matter of minutes. A standing Hurricane Rana. Nice move there by Nightmare X. And now trying to slow the pace down is Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler on the outside, back on the inside, and that caused enough of a distraction for Nightmare X for him to get that belly-to-back suplex. And Ziggler, what's he going to go for here? Ooh, a nice baseball slide drop kick to the side of the face of Nightmare X. And the Ziggs coming up with a Famouser. He hit him with a Famouser. Oh, and a leg drag by Nightmare X. Not letting Ziggler capitalize. Oh my God! Oh my God! A standing shooting star press. What a great athletic move by Nightmare X. And now stretching the hamstring of Ziggler, trying to take away that weapon. That super kick. And now what's X doing here? Oh, and he went for a short super kick, but Ziggler, the wherewithal, and the back body drop by Ziggler, stopping the momentum of Nightmare X. Wow. A couple of high impact moves there by Nightmare X. Great athleticism. If you guys, I hope you caught that. That standing shooting star press was something to behold by Nightmare X. This leaping elbow drop by the Ziggs. Showing off again. Yeah, no, it's okay. Lose the match. Lose the match. You ain't going to be able to do that with Rip Nichols if you do, in fact, get to challenge him for the Intercontinental title, Ziggler. And a nice standing swinging neck breaker on X. And Ziggler, really, another Famouser. Another Famouser. And I think Nightmare X is rocked. And Ziggler is just standing there, watching his work, observing Nightmare X, enjoying the fact that he's possibly injured this poor individual. And X now crawling to the ropes, and Ziggler, the show-off, being ever cocky. I don't know why he's not going for a pin here, but he's letting Nightmare X come back up to a vertical base. Oh, and that's why! That's why he lured Nightmare X into a false sense of security with a little showboat, and he hit a zigzag out of nowhere, and this might be all she wrote. And X kicks out. X kicking out, and Ziggler is livid. Well, it's your own fault. Oh, and Ziggler might be sweating him up for some sweet chin music here, baby. Is he going to get X with it? And he sets it. Ziggler hit X with sweet chin music, baby. That's got to be all she wrote. And X is out, man. I think X is out here. 2. And Ziggler picks up the big W. A big W for Dolph Ziggler in the opening moments here of our HWA House Show. Season 1, Episode 28, already starting off with a bang. And Dolph Ziggler, the show-off, dropping an L on the record of Nightmare X. There's 2 Famousers, 2 zigzags, and a super kick later. There's that zigzag. Man, he really lured Nightmare X in with that little bit of showboating, didn't he? There it is again. A wicked move there by the show-off, showing his veteran status here in the HWA is Dolph Ziggler, man. Able to take out Nightmare X. Congratulations to Dolph Ziggler. You're on a winning streak, Ziggs. The show-off now really building a lot of momentum towards challenging for the Intercontinental Championship, and that should be one hell of a match here, but a big W here for Dolph Ziggler. Congratulations to you, and you better go back there and hug Bobby Roode for that momentary distraction he provided. Up next, HoboNation, we got a tag team debuting here in the HWA. Both competitors familiar faces but they've never teamed together. They decided to go it the horror show. Jacob Horrors and TryFunky going up against the Miztourage, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel with the Miz at ringside. And if you guys watched WrestleMania this past Sunday, you know that there's a new Intercontinental Champion in WWE, and his name is Seth freaking Rollins. Congratulations to you. And the Miz and the Miztourage, though, here in the HWA, sliding and sliding and sliding. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel were doing very well for themselves as a tag team, but have racked up a back-to-back L. And the Miz has racked up a big L also. But fortunes change. Fortunes change. Things have a way of working out in the HWA with that big W called work and winning. And right now, it's the debuting tag team of the horror show going up against the Miztourage with the Miz at ringside to keep the action moving. I'm gonna take a little sippy sip on my coffee here. You guys who watched me on Twitch know that I love to drink espresso. And there's Jacob Horrors starting it off against Bo Dallas. And let me tell you, man, Jacob Horrors put on one hell of a hardcore match a few weeks ago against the current hardcore champion CM Punk. We'll be seeing Punk defend the hardcore title a little bit later in our main event. But right now, the horror show wanting to make a successful debut here. And so far, it's been feeling outs. And Jacob Horrors showing a little bit more wrestling than I'm used to. Usually coming out with kicks and punches. And there's a European uppercut. But Bo Dallas slowing that down with an arm drag and a scoop slam. Oh, going for a reverse DDT there. Nice reverse DDT on Jacob Horrors. This is the very first time Horrors and TryFunky have teamed up. It would be a shame if they racked up an L instead of a W. And Horrors now going up against the son of the late great Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, Curtis Axel here. A slingshot onto the middle rope, and the Miztourage needs to pick up a W. I know I'm saying that the horror show needs one. Everybody needs a W now and then. Nice Northern Light suplex there by Jacob Horrors, showing a little bit more aggressive tendencies is Horrors, and he's going to pick up the pace here. But they both need a W, man. The Miztourage more so because they're already in the top 10. They got to maintain their rankings and climb in order to challenge the new tag team champions rated RKO for those belts. But the horror show tag team of TryFunky and Jacob Horrors now are getting their asses whooped by the Miztourage, and Axel on the middle turnbuckle, and Horrors is stirring. Oh, wow, a corkscrew European uppercut by Curtis Axel onto the face of Jacob Horrors, and a jawbreaker there. Going to pause the momentum, and Horrors now really got to pick up the pace here and tag his partner TryFunky in here if he's going to pick up a W. If they're going to be a successful tag team, they got to move better, quicker, stronger, and faster than this. And now a quick tag out by Curtis Axel to his partner, Bo Dallas. And they're using a little bit of teamwork. There's that double team spear clothesline. And Funky was able to get a tag. Horrors dropped too close to the rope there. And a leaping 5-arm. And a big kick to the face of Bo Dallas. And another leaping Superman punch, it seems, by Funky on Dallas. Now we get to see what the funk is made of. Great move. Hard Irish whip there by TryFunky. What's he going to go for? Climbing to the top rope. Real ginger. Holy shit, Taki. What a show of athleticism. A slingshot hurricane rod on Bo Dallas. And Funky is funking Bo Dallas up. What's he doing here? Oh, he's going for a big, powerful move. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. I've seen this before. This is a career-ending move. Funky's... Oh, my God. He got it. He's got the bridge. He's going to go for it. Oh, my gosh. Dallas looks like he's out, man. Dallas is in pain, and Axel sensed it and came in to break up the count. And Funky and Jacob Horrors showing a little bit of that hardcore wrestling side. What's Funky going to do? Standing out on the apron. He's going to go for some type of slingshot maneuver, taunting Bo Dallas. And now this is what I wanted to see from the horror show. Oh, missile drop kick from the apron. A slingshot missile drop kick from the 6'5" TryFunky. Man, he's funking Bo Dallas up. And Miztourage tried to get a little bit of momentum going here with a wrist lock slam down. And Dallas able to tag in Curtis Axel. Maybe Axel will have a little bit of better luck against Funky there. He got surprised, the big man, with a snap suplex, showing a little bit more power is Axel. And Funky now going to have to show us what that gut and determination is all about. Hard right hand, but he missed it. Blocked forearm shot to the face and a fireman's carry. And hard Samoan flapjack by Funky on Axel and stomping away. And Funky's been in there a little bit longer than he should be. I think that his partner's fresh. But we'll see what Funky can do with a Northern Lights suplex. Great athleticism so far by TryFunky. As far as tag teams go, they got to work on their in and out tags. Maybe have a little bit more communication in the ring. Right now, it's like two singles competitors. Wow, what a move! Did you guys see that? HoboNation. It was like a butterfly face buster to the knee, and Axel looks like he's rocked and shocked. But he's able to come up big with a reverse shoulder breaker takedown. Axel showing a little bit more experience than Funky, but Funky is just a tough SOB. And a hard Irish whip into their corner. Now tagging in, hopefully, Jacob Horrors coming back in. Gonna keep the momentum going is Funky. Oh, what are they doing here? Oh my gosh! Wow, what a great tag team move there. It was like a team cutter almost. And Horrors now allowing the tag. Axel is rocked. And Dallas coming in with a flying forearm. Shocking Horrors and another flying elbow and a third flying elbow. Bo Dallas now picking up the pace for the Miztourage here. And Jacob Horrors is down. Oh, senton. Great senton halfway across the ring by Bo Dallas. Go Miztourage. And Jacob Horrors needs to make a tag, and his partner's coming in to save the day. And the Funky one sensing some trouble, and a surprise bulldog on TryFunky. And this is where we're talking about teamwork, HoboNation. Just because you're great individual competitors does not mean that you will work effectively as a tag team. And we're seeing that right now. The Miztourage working as a fantastic tag team, and the Horror Show struggling in their debut match here against the veteran Miztourage. And there's a chair in the apron. Here's Bo Dallas going for that weird move that he does that I keep reading the name of and forgetting. And Bo Dallas has Horrors cradled. 1, 2, and Funky comes in to save the day. Oh, and Curtis Axel with a King's carry, and Funky's fighting out of it. Funky's fighting out of it. What's he do? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, what a German suplex off the top turnbuckle by TryFunky on Bo Dallas, and that might save Jacob Horrors' career here. Oh, look at that Pele kick off of the apron, and Horrors needs to tag in Funky. Oh my god, he's showboating. Are you serious? You're getting your asses whooped here, honky. Get it together, bro. And Jacob Horrors, now that little bit of showboating there is going to cost him the match here, honkies. I think they need to really have a conversation in the back room, this Horrors and TryFunky. He needs to explain to his tag team partner that you should only showboat if you're winning or you won. Oh, and a hard knee. That exposed knee to the side of the face of Horrors. And Dallas is really taking it to Jacob here. Oh, look at this. 1, and the ref's not looking. The ref, mostly blind, completely an idiot. Oh, look at Jacob Horrors now being a moron. And that might cost him the match there. And Funky in to save his idiot of a tag team partner who just likes to showboat. Wow, and the Miztourage is really picking the Horror Show apart here. They see the weakness that they have, which is they are incapable of communicating as a tag team. And Horrors is just all kinds of getting crushed here. And Bo Dallas has been on the offensive here. And Horrors now, oh, a hard shot to the knee. Playing a little dirty is Horrors, but a jawbreaker will stop that momentum quick. And what's Bo Dallas doing here? Horrors reversing with a shoulder breaker of his own. Stomping away is Jacob Horrors. Horrors might be a showboating moron, but he's tough. Oh, look at Curtis Axel. Look at Curtis Axel taking advantage of that low IQ of Jacob Horrors, draping him across the top rope here. But Horrors showing that toughness, kicking out at 2. I think Funky is hurt. Oh, here we go. More honky showboat. Yeah, go ahead. Showboat all you want. It's like HoboNation here, hobos. And Bo Dallas punching the back of the neck of Jacob Horrors. And the Miztourage need to pick up this W, man. They got to do something to put this team away, but they're tougher than they look. Whoa, wow. A great slingshot swinging neck breaker on Jacob Horrors, and Dallas going for a cover, and he might have him. Oh, and Horrors kicked out. Horrors kicked out of that slingshot neck breaker, and Dallas and Axel must be wondering what they got to do to put this crazy low IQ tough guy away. And Horrors slung into the corner of the Miztourage. And Bo Dallas trying to... Oh, he's going to hang him up here. He's hanging Horrors up here. Oh, and he's... Come on, ref. What's wrong with you here? What's wrong? That's a completely illegal move here. Our refs here are a little bit more lenient. We're going to have a little powwow about that. Another senton. Another senton by Bo Dallas on Jacob Horrors, and Horrors has been in this match way too long. He needs to make a tag, and the Miztourage again with those tags in and out, keeping the fresher man in, not letting one guy get over-exhausted. But, you know, the Horror Show tag team is not having a successful debut here in my eyes, and it's mostly because they're not communicating effectively as a tag team. And Funky can't keep coming in here and saving the day, and he accidentally knocked the holy shiitake out of the referee. Yeah, I mean, I'm scratching my head here. I don't know what's going on here either, HoboNation. Axel getting real cocky with Jacob Horrors, and that's a quick way for Horrors to end the match. Oh, wait, here he comes with that. Oh, face breaker. There's that face breaking move by Axel, and Horrors kicks out at 1. Too close to the ropes was Jacob Horrors. Funky needs to get in here, man. We need to see a tag here. The Miztourage being a great and effective tag team, and Axel now is hyping himself up for something, but I don't know what. Oh, well, here's that hype move. Oh, he's going to snake eye him. There, he snake eyes Horrors, and Horrors just got busted open. That snake eyes busted Horrors open. Man, Horrors is just fighting on instinct and a flying 5-arm. You need to leap your honky ass to the corner and tag in your partner, Jay. Jacob dragging Axel. Oh, he's going to do it. Yes, a tag, finally. Finally a tag, and the super fresh, super funky is in the ring. Let's see what's he going to do here. Let's see if he's going to pick up the pace and end this match. I'm going for you, Horror Show. And he's got Axel up. Oh my gosh, he's going to go for that move. He's going for it. That overhead suplex. Man, that is such a hard move. Wow. I mean, Axel looks like he's out. 1, 2. Oh my god, that was it. I was right. Axel was out. And TryFunky and Jacob Horrors come in and steal one from the Miztourage with that really big high-impact move. And I mean, I don't know what the strategy was here. A nice slingshot Hurricane Rana by TryFunky. But I gotta tell you, HoboNation, I did not expect them to win. And there's that really high-impact neck breaker-like suplex. And he pulled 2 of those off, one on each move, on each man of the Miztourage. And Dallas and Axel had a great match. And Horrors just can absorb so much punishment. Jacob Horrors was in this match 80% of the time, and all it took was that one move there by TryFunky, and it pretty much knocked Axel clean out. And the Horror Show having a successful tag team debut here. Congratulations to the Horror Show, man. They got to work on their communication skills as a tag team, but I'll tell you what, if they can really get it together, I see great things from Team Horror here. Congratulations to the Horror Show. A successful debut for the guys, taking out the Miztourage. That was a hell of a match, man. Back and forth it goes, and I didn't think Jacob Horrors was going to pull out the big W, but he did. Congratulations to the Horror Show, a successful debut. And right now, we got Billie Kay trying to dethrone the Queen. Charlotte Flair coming downtown to the ring with Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. If you guys watched WrestleMania on Sunday, it was epic. But one of the most epic things that happened was Charlotte Flair making Asuka tap out. She broke the streak in epic fashion. And I was messing around with some of my followers on Twitch on Saturday night during our pay-per-view Bash at the Beach. And I was saying, wouldn't it be great if Charlotte Flair defeated Asuka via submission? And you know, everyone said, no, it's not going to happen. The streak's not going to end, etc., etc. But the Queen, Charlotte Flair, pulling out the W. And can she pull out a W here in the HWA? Our competitors are different. Charlotte Flair versus Billie Kay. Let's keep the action moving. Up next. I expect a fast match here from the Queen and Billie Kay. Kay making her debut here in the HWA. This is her first match, and she drew the Queen, man. I don't know if that's good or bad, but if she could take out Charlotte Flair, one of our top contenders here, she could pretty much take out anybody, and Billie Kay's in a bad way now, and Charlotte Flair already on the offense, going for the legs of Billie Kay, trying to set her up for the figure 8 possibly, and Charlotte Flair had such a great showing at WrestleMania this Sunday. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, wow! Oh, look at Charlotte. Great move there by the Queen. That overhead facebuster. You know, Charlotte might be one of the best pure athletes here in the HWA. Oh, and Billie Kay barely able to kick out of that move. And I was watching WrestleMania this past weekend, the WWE WrestleMania, and, you know, Charlotte Flair and Asuka. That match stole the show for me, Hobos. If you're listening to this, comment in the comment section what match you thought stole the show for you at WrestleMania. For me, my favorite match was Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. And the climax, the finale of that match was epic. Charlotte Flair making Asuka tap out to the figure 8. Nobody expected that. And when it happened, the crowd lost their effing minds. And the Queen, hoping to take out the debuting Billie Kay here in the HWA, and the Queen has not had a lot of airtime here in the HWA because she's been focusing on the WWE, but there you go, baby. Just like we were saying, Charlotte Flair, the Queen, pulling out a W from the debuting Billie Kay. Sorry, Billie, today is not your day. You got to pay more attention when you're facing the Queen. Great victory here by Charlotte Flair, taking out the debuting Billie Kay. I'm happy for you, Charlotte. Welcome to the HWA, Queen Charlotte Flair. Looking forward to great things from her. And right now, HoboNation, our main event creeping up quick. It's going to be for the HWA Hardcore title. Jeff Hardy challenging the Hardcore Champion CM Punk in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Awesome, huh? You know, it's a Hardcore title match, so everything's got to be crazy. We try to keep it as crazy as we can here in the Hobo Wrestling Alliance. Remember, if you would like to join the HWA, use the hashtag HoboNation, and we will download your character off of Xbox One. Or, if you want a character created, you have to catch us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Sunburn City Live every Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday night, starting at 8 p.m. EST. And you can win a custom character, or you can use your Beatniks and purchase one. And how do you earn Beatniks? You gotta watch the stream, baby. But right now, Jeff Hardy hopes to become the next HWA Hardcore Champion, challenging CM Punk. Let's keep the action moving. Up next, Hardcore Championship match. Gonna be fast, gonna be quick. And Jeff Hardy, no stranger to the Hardcore title, has held the WWE Hardcore Championship. But let me tell you, the HWA's Hardcore division is different than the WWE in many ways. And the first way is when we say hardcore, we freaking mean hardcore. And we often have matches go to submission or unconsciousness. And CM Punk has been one of the best HWA hardcore champions we've ever had. And he has been defending his championship crazy often, every 48 hours. And a nice move there by Punk, trying to take out Jeff Hardy. Quick! Oh my god, he knocked Hardy out clean. He got him with that knee right to the face. And CM Punk, holy shiitake mushrooms, I can't believe I just saw that. Look at this move here. He knocked Jeff Hardy clean out with that knee to the face. Wow, HoboNation, the hardcore title is no longer up for grabs. Your hardcore champion taking out Jeff Hardy in record time. CM Punk. Wow, I'm shocked. I'm freaking shocked, baby. Congratulations to CM Punk. Damn. That was a fast and a furious match. Thank you for catching us here in the HWA House Show Season 1, Episode 28. We'll be back on Wednesday for Episode 29. Until then, HoboNation, keep the action moving.